Welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining us. This is Barrie Wrestling's Rush Hour. I am the host, Mike Jeffries. I'm also the play-by-play voice here for Barrie Wrestling. And before we get into tonight's episode, I have a big announcement to make. This is the last normal episode of Rush Hour for 2024. And that's because for the next 2 weeks on Monday nights at 7 p.m., so think of us as your lead-in for Monday Night Raw, we're going to be showcasing our Match of the Year nominees. So next Monday, December 23rd, we're going to show you the first 2 nominees, as well as all 5 nominees for OMG Moment of the Year. And TCO is going to be here with some Christmas news from our Barrie Wrestling roster that you're going to want to see. Then the following Monday, December 30th, we're going to show you the other 3 Match of the Year nominees. What better way to end an incredible 2024 for Barrie Wrestling than showcasing the best 5 matches we had all year? And be sure to follow us on social media and get your votes in for all of the Barrie Wrestling awards, and then check out the award show when it airs at some point in January. Now, as for tonight's episode, you don't want to miss this one either. We've got tag team action, the return of ATO Australia Takeover. That's Kaz Jordan and Julian Ward, and they're taking on 2 of the young rising stars here in Barrie, Ali and Boris Crobos. In our main event, Royal Family, who are now the tag team champions, being represented by Kyle, Boone, and Shilo, will defend those titles against 2 people who they still feel ruined their wedding, Gabriel, Fuerza, and Alexia, Nicole. Now, Fuerza, a multiple-time tag team champ with Von Vertigo, while Alexia Nicole has held the women's gold, but not tag team gold as of yet. She wants to add one more to her trophy case. But before we get to that, we are starting off with a grudge rematch with a lot at stake. Rajan Husher and Van Landon, where the winner will be the number 1 contender for Myung Jae Lee's 3 Pistols Championship. This is a match that neither man can afford to lose, and both will do anything to win. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for making 2024 incredible. Happy holidays to you and yours. I will see you for the Match of the Year shows. But until then, this is Barrie Wrestling's Rush Hour.
Which local hospital?
Number 1 is hailing from Brampton, Ontario, weighing 205 pounds, representing Vision, Rajan Husher.
Rajan Husher made his debut by attacking Van Landon, and they have been going back and forth for months. It was revealed that Von Vertigo was the leader of Vision when he attacked Van Landon. Vertigo victorious earlier tonight when he defeated Vanna Black. And now Rajan Husher, if he beats Van Landon, will become the number 1 contender for Jim. As you mentioned earlier, the one title Von Vertigo has not held here in Barrie.
How amazing would that be for the Visionaries, for the protege, the man that Von Vertigo is forming in his own image to win the one title that has eluded the Visionary himself.
Rajan Husher, the artist, is distraught. He is just tortured, and he takes it out on everybody. Or maybe he's just following orders of his leader, Von Vertigo.
And his opponent
I went to grab a beer. Has he finished saying Landon yet?
TCO giving Van Landon the introduction that he deserves. Barrie Wrestling's 2022 winner for Most Popular Wrestler. The high-octane hometown hero, the barn burner, the only wrestler who is part of Team LTD, and a man who would like a shot at the 3 Pistols Championship.
And listening to this reaction, he may be the front runner for 2023 Most Popular Wrestler.
That's between him and Clay Wilson, but Rajan Husher with a cheap shot right off the bat.
I'm the one with the drunk gimmick, not you.
It's not a gimmick. Husher with an early beatdown on Van Landon, taking advantage of Van turning his back to his opponent. Critical mistake for Van Landon. Husher with the Irish whip, and Landon fires back with a lariat, and another one. And Landon scoop slam. The barn burner taking on the artist.
You were talking about how disturbed Rajan Husher is. I don't think that has anything to do with Von Vertigo, but Von Vertigo is manipulating that man's demons. He is controlling Rajan Husher like a puppet.
That is an excellent point, Jim. Rajan Husher is very new to this scene, and Von Vertigo is a veteran of 9 years. We mentioned he was in the first ever match. Husher looks up to Vertigo for a reason, for the same reason Van Landon looked up to Von Vertigo.
But the difference, and I do not want to defend Von Vertigo, but Van Landon is like Von Vertigo 7, 8 years ago. Rajan Husher represents Von Vertigo's vision for what Barrie Wrestling can be. This is a man who's traveled all through Europe, all through America, who has seen the very best in the world, and he wants to
Jim, hold on. Van Landon going flying. Sorry, Diamond Jim, I'll let you finish your thought, but Van Landon.
That's okay, Van Landon with emphasis there.
Triangle springboard.
But Von Vertigo views Van Landon as the old type of Barrie Wrestling, and he very much wants to remake this business into his own.
Landon and Husher battling on the outside. Landon slamming Rajan Husher's head off the apron over and over again. Husher and Vertigo might have unlocked a more aggressive side of Van Landon. We've seen this come out when he was battling Holden Albright. Landon revving up, looking to go on a European tour. Well scouted by Husher and a trip. Oh, and Van Landon's shoulder got caught on the top rope. And an arm breaker from Rajan Husher. Husher, he has that Rings of Saturn. He calls it Minerva. And now, like a shark smelling blood in the water, targeting the shoulder and elbow of Van Landon in a leg drop.
As I said, he was a dangerous, disturbed individual before Von Vertigo came into his life. Now he is a weapon.
Looking to hyperextend the elbow, maybe dislocate the shoulder of Van Landon.
He could end his career here.
Stop! That'll sublux your shoulder, even dislocate it. Van Landon not going to have use of that left arm at all. And then Husher stomping on the foot of Van Landon.
Very deliberate strategy here, targeting multiple joints. He's not just trying to win this match, Mike. He is trying to end Van Landon.
Anybody who is not a part of Vision is just a bump in the road to Vertigo and Rajan Husher. Side Russian leg sweep with extra emphasis on the arm into a cover. Landon able to get the shoulder up, but important note, he got the right shoulder up. I feel like Husher, if he picks up on that, if he covers Van Landon from the other side, I don't know if Van can kick out with the left side.
Astute observation, Mike, and I completely agree with you.
Oh, look at that. Torque on the shoulder and elbow.
And he thrives on this.
Husher is, I don't know if he's smiling or
he is
scowling. He's just staring a hole through Brad Myers as he's got this painful hold on Van Landon. Landon trying to power out of it, trying to get to his feet. Barrie Wrestling crowd behind him. Landon brings Husher into the corner and then a series of right hands to the midsection. Van Landon looking to build up some momentum. Comes diving in, and again, the shoulder taking the brunt of the impact. What a kick from Rajan Husher. The barn burner in all sorts of trouble, and Husher talking trash as he drives his forearm across the face of Van Landon. Look at the eyes of that man.
And off screen, Brad Myers was checking on Van Landon. wise move by the veteran official, because you do not want to see someone wrestling if they only have one arm that they can use.
Well, Van trying to power up the left arm. And got caught coming in. Now Husher with a release suplex, tossing Van Landon through the air into a cover.
You know how much I respect Van Landon and what he means to these fans, but at some point you just have to stop subjecting yourself to this type of beating.
Van Landon's still a young man. He's 24, 25 years old. He's got a long career ahead of him, we would hope. But matches like this, oh, look at the look on his face. Rajan Husher with a handful of hair driving Van Landon's mouth into Rajan Husher's knee pad. Innovative and disturbing offense. His eyes are dead, Jim. I don't know how else to describe it. There's nothing there.
No, there's something there. There's Von Vertigo. He is in his head. He is controlling everything this man does.
Husher now with a hammerlock, continuing to torque the shoulder of Van Landon. Driving Landon to the ground, down to a knee.
At some point, Brad Myers has got to consider stopping the match. Van Landon, I totally understand why he wants that Three Pistols title shot. I get it. Imagine how this crowd would react if he became champion.
This could be it here, an armbar. And Husher now torquing on the fingers. Van Landon had a split second of offense, but Husher with a trip and now bending at the wrist.
At some point, you've got to think about living the fight a different day.
He's biting his hand. Sorry, Jim, I didn't mean to talk over you, but we couldn't see it from our angle.
No, I'm just worried about this young man's future at this point.
That straight armbar, torquing back Rajan Husher, leaning with all of his body weight. Van Landon trying to get to the ropes, but there comes a point where you got to think about the rest of your career. Excellent counter by Van Landon with the arm drag.
He's got to roll out of the ring. He's got to get away from this punishment.
And encounters with his feet. And Husher pops right back up. Credit to Rajan Husher. He is not giving Van Landon a second. A jawbreaker from Van Landon. That's going to create some separation. And now Van with a head of steam right into a boot again. Van Landon unable to string multiple moves together. Back body drop. But that took so much out of Van Landon's shoulder.
The pain this kid is in.
Jim, I don't know if you've suffered a shoulder injury. I have. And the worst part about it is you feel fine until you do something, and then you don't feel fine anymore. The pain just becomes debilitating.
Yeah, but Husher has targeted multiple parts of Van Landon's body. I promise you, he's not feeling fine.
No, that is absolutely true.
Look at the expression on his face.
But the worry is that Van Landon, adrenaline kicks in and you do something you think you can do, and you can do so much more damage if something's already hurt. Look at the precision left hand from Husher, but Van Landon with a good right of his own.
But that's all he's got. He can't defend himself.
Trading jabs. Oh, and there's a right cross from Husher. Big windup on that one. Van Landon, the southpaw, forced to rely on these right-handed strikes. Husher caught him coming in with a boot to the midsection.
And you know exactly who came up with the strategy to neutralize that left arm.
Von Vertigo. And there's the chop from Van Landon. Now getting revved up. European tour. Big European uppercut caught Husher flush.
Yeah, but not nearly the impact he normally has.
Van Landon putting everything he has into these European uppercuts. Calling on the crowd. Oh, but he got caught with a counter, spinning back elbow by Rajan Husher.
That left arm is just hanging limp. Oh, come on.
More torque by Husher, trying to pull it right out of the socket. Landon with a counter, but Husher with a strike to the arm. Van Landon ducks under. Diving European uppercut. And then trying to get the feeling back into his arm. Oh, he's going for aviation with just the one good arm. He's got it.
Where's this coming from, Mike Jeffries?
Air placement into a Death Valley driver, into a cover. Has Van Landon done it? No.
That may have been Van Landen's last chance at getting the Three Pistols title shot. Let's take another look, Mike. Incredible will, incredible intestinal fortitude to even make that move. But Rajan Husher kicks out, and the pain and agony for Van Landon continues.
Van needs to end this match quickly if he's going to have any chance. Oh, he's looking for the motorplex. Can he do it?
No, that's just what you were talking about. He forgot about the type of pain and the lack of mobility he's got in that arm.
And with a shoulder dislocation or subluxation or any of that, even a hyperextension, even if you're not feeling the pain, your arm just isn't going to work the way you want it to. The strength is gone.
And we just saw that exactly as you've described, Mike.
A duck under by Husher. DDT! Tremendous DDT by Rajan Husher. Both men down. The crowd trying to get behind Van Landon, who is reeling from that DDT right on top of his head. And Husher now dragging the bad arm and just stomping away. Well, that's the other arm. My apologies. He's trying to take out both arms for Van Landon.
But look.
Oh, now he's going for Minerva. If he locks this in, he's going to be the #1 contender for the Three Pistols title. Van Landon with that bad shoulder.
Just tap, kid. Just tap.
Oh, what is Husher doing? Handful of hair slamming Van Landon's face into the mat. Landon is out. Van Landon is unconscious. Minerva is locked in.
Stop this match.
Brad, call for the bell, please. Van Landon's in trouble. Oh, rolls through into a cover. Van Landon's last gasp, but Husher able to kick out.
Hold on, Mike, hold on.
Oh, double knees to the chest, caving in Van Landon. Oh, but spinning wheel kick missed. And I think Husher caught himself on the ropes, too. Van going for motorplex. Unbelievable, he hits it!
Yeah, but at what cost?
And he couldn't bridge. He usually bridges that into a pin, but Van Landon lost his grip. Was unable to hold on.
Husher, though, is not the same since his inadvertent collision with the ropes there.
And Van is going for it a second time.
The man is all adrenaline right now.
And he hit
Can
it.
he hook him?
He got all of it. Van Landon's #1 contender for the Three Pistols title.
Here is your winner, new #1 contender, the Barrie Wrestling Three Pistol Championship, the Barn Burner,
Mike Jeffries, we have been doing this for 9 years, and I don't know if I've ever seen a gutsier performance than this. Look at the turning point in this match. Second attempt puts Rajan Husher down. I can't believe what we just saw.
Unbelievable performance by the high-octane hometown hero, Van Landon.
Introducing team #1. First, he is the unnatural Ali. And his tag team partner, Boris. Crobos.
Fans, welcome back to Wrestle Epic. We have a tag team match up next. It's going to be Boris, Crobos, and Ali against ATO, Australian Takeover. Boris and Ali have never tagged together, but they are two young up-and-comers who have been making a huge impact in Barrie Wrestling so far.
And their opponents.
But they are in tough against ATO. Julian Ward and Kaz Jordan, the newest members of top-tier talent, undefeated since they joined forces with Clay Wilson among others. Speak of the devil, there is Clay Wilson.
The ring by Clay Wilson, representing top-tier talent, Cass Jordan, Julian Ward, Australian Takeover, ATO.
I don't know why Clay Wilson's out here. Clay, this was going to be a 6-man tag match. Now Clay Wilson is going to be wrestling later tonight. We can talk about that in a bit. But Clay, you don't need to be out here. There's only 2 of them. There's 2 of ATO. We don't need you. We don't want you. Just stay in the back. Here you see the outlaw Julian Ward. Clay Wilson recruiting ATO. I guess he had to find 2 people that were just as annoying and despicable as he is.
I got to tell you, I enjoy being up here with you better than being around Clay Wilson.
Why is he even out here? It's not a 6-man anymore. We don't need him. Well, Boris and Ali, ATO tried to jump him, and Crobos and Ali getting out of the way and putting a hurting on ATO. The unnatural Ali trained by one Dustin Rhodes. Smart maneuver by ATO, getting out of dodge or getting out of the way. As Crobos and Ali try to send them into each other in the middle of the ring.
Now, the big question I have for you, though, is at family dinner last night, were you giving Boris any advice for this match? Or?
As I told Jim, Boris is not my son.
I do not believe that.
He might be my boy, but he's not my son.
I get to see you, him, Bobby Jr., all sitting around the table, passing each other the kale, spinach.
Anyways, we have Clay Wilson with ATO, a little meeting of the minds, a pep talk from Clay Wilson.
You miss Jim, don't you?
Surprisingly, no. So, as I was mentioning while you were in the ring, Tyler, Clay Wilson, this was going to be a 6-man match. He's going to be wrestling later tonight in what is now a triple threat with Matt Burns and the returning John Atlas. In the ring, meanwhile, cheap shot from Cass Jordan and then a cheap shot on the other side from Clay Wilson. Ali laid out, and Julian Ward Jordan with the super kick, Ward with the ripcord lariat.
You know, it's so disappointing to see a team so talented like ATO.
Hold on. That's the trip down under. Is this match over already? And it is. ATO making short work of Boris Crobos and Ali.
Here's your winners, Australian Takeover, ATO.
ATO making a case for themselves. They've got to be seen as contenders for the Tag Team Championship here in Barrie. Although, if I had to watch those 2 wrestle, Kyle and Shilo, I might just quit.
I think I might have the same goal that Jim has that day.
Is it possible for a crowd to boo everybody just the entire match?
I think so. We could do that here in Barrie.
Okay, yeah,
we have the best fans in the world.
Let's book that match then.
I love it.
There we go. But at the end of the day, ATO victorious over Boris Crobos and Ali. Still a lot of potential from those 2, but not their night. Fans, we got a lot of great action coming up. This is Wrestle Epic. Stick around.
Hello, wrestling fans. My name is TCO, and welcome back to another edition of your Barrie Wrestling Event Center. We've got a lot of great stuff to talk about this week, but before we get to that, let's talk about Saturday, January the 25th. It is the next time that you can see Barrie Wrestling live at the FLCC Arena. This is how we fight our battles. It's going to be a great night of action. Tickets are on sale now. Contact Barrie Wrestling at Barrie Wrestling on social medias and grab yours now before they are gone. Now, as we come to the end of the year, it is time to cast your votes at the Barrie Wrestling Year-End Awards. They are going to be up on Barrie Wrestling social medias at Barrie Wrestling. So right here, over the next 2 weeks on Rush Hour, we are going to show you in their entireties every single nominee for the Barrie Wrestling Match of the Year. These are some incredible matches that you are going to be seeing. Make sure you head over to Barrie Wrestling at social media. Cast your vote for what you think should be the match of the year. And as we let you go this week, we're going to take you inside the locker room of Barrie Wrestling. And I got to sit down and ask some of our superstars, what's on your holiday wish list? My name is TCO. Thank you so much for joining us. We can't wait to see you again next week, right here on Rush Hour.
Happy holidays from former pro wrestler Holden Albright, Brendan Coffey. Check out patreon.com/BrendanC. GTA Wire. On my Christmas list is being as productive as I believe I can be. And for everyone watching this, enjoying this, Barrie Wrestling faithful, Ontario Wrestling faithful, pro wrestling fans, to have a safe, sane, healthy 2025. Have a good one, everyone.
Hi, this is the Unnatural Ali Ali, and heading into 2025, I just want more prosperity, happiness, and more peace into my life. There we go. Tap into your natural state of mind, baby. Wow.
Good evening, Barrie Wrestling. My name is Brian Sinclair. I'm the last true professional, your executive consultant, and the official spokesperson for Chimera. And in response to what I have on my holiday wish list, quite frankly, in terms of material things, I have all I need and more. So conceptually, what's on my holiday wish list is change. Change for Barrie Wrestling. And that change will be delivered by Chimera, my associates and I, come 2025.
Hey, it's the Golden Gun, Mark Wheeler here. And for Christmas this year, I want Power Rangers. I want all the Power Rangers ever. I want the ones from like 93, the year I was born. I want the ones that just came out now. Pokemon cards are cool. Those are in now, right? And I want to win a belt at Barrie, a championship, actually. All right, cool. See you later.
Jesse V here. And for Christmas, I really like some more money. Money is very important in my life as I have kids and a wife and wrestling gear and traveling, and money never hurts anybody.
Introducing first, the challengers. First, he is from Atizapán, New Mexico, and he is the true king of Barrie Wrestling. They call him El Diablo, Gabriel Fuerza.
The Mr. Everything of Barrie, the only crowned king of Barrie, Gabriel Fuerza. He and Alexia and Nicole will look to win the tag team championships. Fuerza, a two-time tag team champion, both with Von Vertigo as Fight or Flight. Alexia Nicole, a former Barrie Wrestling women's champion, yet to hold the tag team gold.
And his partner, hailing from Toronto, Ontario, she's bionic, Alexia Nicole!
The Bionic Woman, Alexia Nicole, has a lot of history with both Shilo and Kyle. I mean, she and Fuerza both do, as they somewhat interrupted Kylo's wedding a couple of months ago at Barrie Wrestling's Karma. This is why we can't have nice things. Alexia had lost to Shilo the previous month and was forced to be Shilo's maid of honor. Gabriel Fuerza came out and, well, he knocked over the archway. Could not remember the name for that. And of course, Alexia and Fuerza made sure that Shilo wore the wedding cake. Something bore out, something blue. Cake worked for both of those things.
At a total combined weight of Mind Your Business, they're the heads of the royal family, the 400 North Tag Team Champions, King Kyle Boone
uncrowned king and queen of Barrie, the 400 North Tag Team Champions. Shilo is the Barrie Wrestling Women's Champion. Kyle Boone, the former Barrie Wrestling Heavyweight Champion. Kyle did not lose his title. He was forced to relinquish it due to injury. But then back in November, he had a chance to win it back, and he lost to Jesse V in about 6.5 seconds. So I don't know how much of a claim Kyle has to that title anymore. But a lot of bad blood here. Kyle and Shilo blame Fuerza and Alexia for ruining their wedding. And, I mean, Shilo and Kyle are just easy people to hate, so it's easy for Fuerza and Alexia to hate them. You can hear the Barrie Wrestling faithful letting the royal family know exactly what they think about them.
Our Barrie Wrestling fans are always right on the money with how they feel about people.
I would question the one fan with the bow down to your king and queen sign in the front row, but aside from that, I would agree with you.
That's the same one that told me I look like Elon Musk. Same person.
Oh, Fuerza just stole the crown.
Well, he is the true king of Barrie. They have history here.
Fuerza is the final crowned king of Barrie, stealing Kyle's crown, which fell as Kyle jumped into the ring.
Well, Kyle did steal that crown first, so technically turnabout is fair play here, right?
Did he steal it or did he get it from Burger King?
Oh, I could go for a Whopper.
Well, this match should be a Whopper.
I love that. I think we could just do puns all night.
I was going to make a sponsorship joke, but while we have a moment, I want to shout out OMG Games here in Barrie. We are at 99 episodes. OMG has been here since day one. We hope that they're still with us for the next 100 episodes as well, or 100 shows, I should say. So thank you so much to OMG Games. If you know how busy they are down at 130 Bell Farm Road, it's hard to imagine how they can support us all these years. They love selling our tickets. They love being part of this family. They have events there during the week that keep owner Richard and manager Maddie super busy. Thank you to OMG Games for supporting Barrie Wrestling.
And there's a thank you in the front row to Gabriel Fuerza, who just gave away Kyle's sweater to that young lady. Easy for me to say.
Wasn't it a Gabriel Fuerza sweater, though?
It may have been. I could not see.
$10 says Boone didn't buy that.
No, absolutely not. That was probably taken out of the merch table.
Probably made it on Wish.com.
That's fair also. He seems like a Wish guy. Referee needs to be careful with that crown. Kyle is very protective over that. Now, say what you want about Kyle and Shilo, and I've said my piece, and I've actually had a physical altercation with Kyle, but the proof is in the pudding there. They are very successful. They are holding up a lot of gold. Former World Heavyweight Champion, current 400 North Tag Team Champions. Shilo's having a great run as the Women's Champion. So, you know, call a spade. For all their antics and all the headaches they cause, they can get the job done in the ring. And this is going to be no cakewalk for Gabriel and Alexia if they want to take those titles.
And that's what it's all about, the 400 North Tag Team Championships. And right now I do want to, we hinted to this earlier, March 2nd, BW100, the wild child Jody Threat, Impact Wrestling superstar, will be here at Barrie Wrestling. Former Barrie Wrestling Heavyweight Champion Jody Threat, right, who won the title off Reverso, only for Kyle Boone to cash in the Kempenfest Cup. Shilo hitting Jody with a DDT onto the belt. Kyle picking up the win. That is how he stole the title from Jody Threat. Since then, Jody has been wanting to get her hands on these two. Will she get her chance March 2nd? I'm not sure, but I'm looking forward to that match announcement, whatever her match is going to be.
It's so fitting that Jody's here for our 100th episode, our 100th show, because she is ahead by a century in what she does in this ring.
How much did Gibson pay you for that reference?
I'm a tragically hip guy through and through. That was a freebie.
Fuerza with the biggest grin I have ever seen on his face.
Well, because I think he knows that he gets to punch Kyle Boone in the mouth in a second here, and that would make anybody happy.
Well, a lock-up in the ring between Boone and Fuerza. And I don't believe this... So this is the Tag Team Championship match, so I do not believe it is being contested under mixed tag rules. But I'll have to verify that. But I think we know Alexia Nicole can hold her own in the ring with either Shilo or Boone.
I mean, we've seen her have some of the greatest matches in the history of Barrie Wrestling, and I'll point to the YouTube page right now with her and Trent Seven up there, one of the nominations for the Match of the Year.
Absolutely. If you're watching this on IWTV and you haven't seen our YouTube channel's top 5 matches of the year for 2023, be sure to check those out. We have 5 incredible matches up on there, and might already be up by the time you're watching this. We'll be uploading the Barrie Wrestling Award Show to our YouTube channel. Be sure to check that out.
Now, we do call Gabriel Fuerza Mr. Everything here in Barrie Wrestling. He is no stranger to these 4 North tag team titles. He is part of one of the greatest tag teams in all of Ontario, dare I say North America, and taking over the world, Flight or Fight.
Yeah, Fuerza he's been huge in Barrie since the very beginning. He and Von Vertigo wrestled the first ever Barrie Wrestling match. It's been talked about all the time here. They are the OGs of OGs for Barrie Wrestling. Von Vertigo, I'm trying to think of a word I can use on a jerk. We'll go with jerk.
That's fitting, yeah.
Who refused to wrestle tonight. He said he had to be somewhere else. He sold merch and then left. Tells you what kind of person he is.
That is the move of a jerk.
He somehow blamed the weather for having to leave.
But he was here.
Exactly. Well, Fuerza is laying out Boone in the middle of the ring and now feeding Kyle Boone a royal lunch with those right hands.
That grin's still on his face. I told you he was going to be happy to punch Kyle Boone in the head.
And I was wrong. I think it's tied for the biggest smile with any time he's seen somebody trip and fall. Fisherman suplex by Fuerza into a pin, but Boone able to get the shoulder up.
Nice call by the referee there, too.
Boone keeping his right shoulder off the mat, trying to tag in Shilo. Fuerza just chopping Boone into next week. Well, I'm getting my answer because we've got Alexia, Nicole, and Kyle Boone in the ring, so this is traditional tag team rules, not mixed tag. Double elbow from Fuerza and Alexia. And so Alexia, Nicole, and Gabriel Fuerza, they have tagged together once, kind of. It was Alexia Fuerza, if I remember correctly, in that matchup. But these two have been training together and wrestling together since the beginning of their careers. They go back about a decade. There's not going to be any question of whether they can work together in the ring.
Absolutely. The chemistry is there. Alexia was the one that had to step up when Gabriel had that unfortunate injury and did face Trent Seven in his place.
Absolutely. And seriously, I know Tyler already mentioned it. If you have not watched that match, go back and watch Alexia Nicole versus Trent Seven. You'll be glad you did. And if you're wondering why the ring is covered in cake while you're watching it, it's because the Kylo wedding was just before that, and well, that's how cakes work at weddings, right?
I mean, if it's not on the bride, then what are we even doing?
Exactly. A vicious Irish whip from El Diablo, sending the wave maker over. Shilo.
I don't think she actually seemed very enthusiastic to get in the ring there.
Like, I know she doesn't have long arms, but that was a little bit alligatory.
That was a little T-Rex arm, I think.
Oh, Shilo making her way around the outside of the ring. Shilo, who will go 5 miles out of her way just to take a shortcut, dragging Alexia off the apron, but Alexia managed to dodge and not hit face first, and then catches Shilo with a left hand.
Inadvertently making Kyle miss an elbow drop there.
Boone is claiming to the official that he's hurt his elbow. Shilo with some cheap shots on Alexia on the outside in the meantime, and sending Alexia back in.
And this is what I'm talking about, though. We say what we want to say about Kyle and Shilo, but they are so smart in the moves that they make. They are ahead of people in this, and this is how they get ahead and get all this championship gold.
Well, let's give some of their greatest hits from 2023. Shilo brought a knife to the ring for one of her matches, and then later in the same match, Kyle Boone knocked out then Barrie Wrestling Women's Champion Taylor Rising with the title, giving Shilo the win. And then in 2022, as I mentioned, Shilo knocked out Jody Threat, giving Kyle his championship. They carved a candy cane into a shiv and threatened to literally kill Puff to win the tag team championships.
That's correct. And because of that, Pretty Ricky is now part of the royal family.
And their henchmen slashed Jesse V's tires.
They're not nice people.
No. Shilo with a jawbreaker onto her knee, taking Alexia down.
But again, the royal family later tonight could be adding to that championship gold when Grizzly Mac's is going to be a tough test for the brand new heavyweight champion, Jesse V.
Can you imagine if the royal family holds every title here in... the Three Pistols with Von Vertigo, which is still not a good thing.
They already have enough as it is. If they get any more, I might have to ask for a pay raise.
We get paid?
I don't get paid, no.
Counter into a suplex by Alexia Nicole, taking Shilo down. And Fuerza... Why am I okay with it when Fuerza cheats?
Well, because they call him El Diablo.
It's like endearing when he does it somehow.
It's nice to see the shoe on the other foot here, but this is what I'm talking about. The craftiness here. Kyle distracting the referee. Did not see the tag.
Although, to be fair, Fuerza dragged Alexia to the corner to make the tag. So I don't know which one's actually cheating here.
We've got a stalemate of cheating.
Well, Shilo putting the boots to Alexia in the corner. And now Boone. the couple that cheats together stays together, apparently.
They went back to the well. It was successful the first time, and here we go again. Kyle laid out Gabriel Fuerza, and now Shilo's taking control in the ring.
Shilo with a boot to the shoulder blades of Alexia. Alexia able to kick out. Fuerza down on the outside. Boone back up on the apron. Shilo stalking the Bionic Woman, Alexia Nicole.
And you see the frustration by Gabriel Fuerza on the outside, and this is exactly what Kyle and Shilo want. They're playing the mind games, they're getting ahead, and now they're getting Gabriel Fuerza off his game, which you don't see very often.
No. Fuerza and Alexia Nicole are two of the most cerebral, intelligent wrestlers we have ever had here in Barrie Wrestling. It is rare to see them frazzled and, as you mentioned, off their game. Vicious scoop slam from the Wavemaker.
Authority on it.
We have seen a bit of almost a darker side to Kyle Boone since he had to relinquish the title due to injury. He's always willing to take a shortcut and do anything to pick up the win, but he's just been vicious the past couple months, although there, miscommunication, sending Shilo into a boot. Kyle, not sure what he thought was going to happen there, runs into an elbow.
Alexia going for the tag.
Oh, she got caught by both members of the royal family. The king and queen unceremoniously planting Alexia Nicole back into the corner.
Well, and the teamwork has been phenomenal here. The way they have the ring cut in half right now, the way they're utilizing the referee's 5 count, distracting him at the right moments, they are showing right now why they are your tag team champions.
Boone with a head of steam, but runs into the double boots from Alexia. Alexia ducks the clothesline, and here comes Fuerza. Fuerza ducks the clothesline, a body shot, and then rights and lefts. Fuerza like a house on fire, and then a headbutt. And Fuerza showing he is tranquilo. I butchered the pronunciation on that. I'm sorry, Fuerza.
You gave her the old college try. That's all we can ask for.
Boone caught the boot coming in, but Fuerza, the tornado kick, and now handspring. Vintage Fuerza with the cutter. Standing shooting star press into a cover. We got new tag team champions.
I thought that was it. The heart of Kyle Boone there. Gabriel Fuerza's in disbelief. Shilo knows they're in trouble. She's in the ring. The referee needs to get control of this one.
Shilo distracting Fuerza, giving Boone a chance to recover, and Alexia.
She's going to take matters into her own hand here.
Doing Steve Austin proud with that Luthez press.
Oh, hell yeah.
We just got a good old scrap going on the apron. Alexia dragging Shilo out. She has had enough of the self-proclaimed Queen of Barrie. Fuerza just trying to break up the fight.
They're out of control on the outside. The referee's lost all control of this one. Oh, Kyle!
Boone just used his bride as a weapon.
That is a gentleman and a half right there. And now he's picking on this little girl in the front row. Unbelievable character here.
That'll be a heck of a conversation between Boone and their marriage counselor later this week.
He must make a lot of money.
It's actually, there's multiple.
I think they've gone through many.
No one person can handle that much crazy.
Well, here you see classic Fuerza, beautiful springboard cutter.
And the standing shooting star press, Gabriel Fuerza never ceases to impress. Alexia rolls out of the way. Fuerza floats into the ring with that cutter.
Going for the pile driver.
Oh, a boot into the pile driver. Boone just got planted. Fuerza's the legal man. Drag him into the ring. Get the cover. New champ. Shilo pulled the referee out of the ring. Shilo just saved the tag team championships.
That's all she could do there. The ring awareness of Fuerza dragging Kyle into the middle of the ring.
Now Fuerza sliding through the dropkick, missed Shilo. She saw it the last minute.
Into the guardrail.
Fuerza bounced head first. Now what's Alexia looking to do? Stalking down Shilo. Boone is stirring in the ring. Alexia with a forearm and another one. Shilo running like a scalded dog.
Alexia's hot on her heels, though.
Shilo running for her life. Shilo doing laps, getting that cardio in.
Kyle is upset.
Screaming for Shilo to come into the ring. On a running lariat from Kyle Boone. Alexia never saw it coming. Boone using Shilo as a human shield.
I guess that's better than the weapon he just used her as.
It's kind of the same. Alexia kicked out of the ring. I have lost track of who is the legal person.
You just took the words out of my mouth here, but small package.
I guess it's Fuerza and Boone. Boone kicks out at a count of 2. Fuerza with the duck under. Boone with the standing switch. Fuerza with the standing switch. Boone fighting and again with the switch, and Fuerza with another standing switch. Boone, he's got to hold the official. Oh, Boone goes downstairs. Of course he does.
Right in the mommy daddy button.
I'm never going to top that one. Boone into the cover, and he steals one with the low blow, and Kyle, Boone, and Shilo retain the tag team titles.
Here are your winners, and still Barrie Wrestling 400 North Tag Team Champions, Kyle, Boone, and Shilo, the Royal Family.
You just have to hate the Royal Family, right? Now, fans, remember to tune in at a special time next Monday, December 23rd, 7 p.m. for our first Match of the Year Rush Hour episode, also featuring our 5 nominees for OMG Moment of the Year. For TCO, Diamond Jim, and everyone here at Barrie Wrestling, thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you next Monday for more of Barrie Wrestling's Rush Hour.